The EU has opened its borders to American travelers, but the US is still blocking their border to European travelers. The hopes of millions for the US to lift its travel restriction was dashed last week. As the EU opens to Americans, many wonder when citizens can travel the other way. In this video, we discuss the current travel restrictions for European travelers planning to travel to the US and how organizations are calling to ease restrictions. But first, we want to thank you for joining us. Find us on all the other social media channels, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click that bell to get notified when we release a new video. We also appreciate your likes and comments below, as it helps to support our channel. Oh, and don't forget to check out our website at immigrationandmigration.com. This video is brought to you by IAM. We believe that travel improves and inspires you and the people around you. We help you travel by providing services which overcome barriers and frameworks that simplify and enrich your experience. We just happen to be immigration lawyers. So reach out to your IAM visa coordinator when you're ready for your adventure or already on one and would like some assistance. Despite the EU relaxing its rules to allow US travelers into the bloc, the US Secretary of State Antony J. Blinken cut off the hopes of millions that the US could reciprocate the EU's move to reopen the borders. We are anxious to be able to restore travel as fully and quickly as possible. I can't put a date on it, we have to be guided by the science, by medical expertise, Blinken stated in a news conference in Paris. Despite US citizens now being allowed to visit more and more destinations, the country itself is holding firm on its travel restrictions, in a bid to prevent importing more cases of COVID-19 across its borders. As a result, travelers from several countries are prohibited from entering the US. Passengers who have been present in the following countries, in the 14 days prior to their attempted arrival in the US will not be permitted to enter. The countries are Brazil, China, India, Iran, the Republic of Ireland, European Schengen area, which comprises Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Monaco, San Marino, and Vatican City. South Africa, the United Kingdom. The European Union has been catching up to the US vaccination rate in recent weeks. A diplomat on behalf of the EU has called on the US to safely ease the current restrictions placed on Europeans. Speaking at a trade event, Stavros Lambrinidis explained that the EU was working day and night to resolve the situation, before adding that the situation had to end, and that the EU and the US should be able to kickstart our economies again, together. The current situation means that, whilst EU citizens living in the US are allowed to visit their families back home, they cannot then return to the US, regardless of vaccination status. This call was echoed by the Senior Vice President for European Affairs at the US Chamber of Commerce, Marjorie Collins, who said, "We call on the administration to reciprocate and allow for the return of European travelers to the United States as soon as possible. The resumption of safe transatlantic travel is critically important for our nation's economic recovery, as in-person business engagements and international tourism will help drive economic growth and job creation for Americans across the country." The World Travel and Tourism Council states that as many as 2 million jobs could be created across the US if international travel reopened, giving the country added impetus to ease their restrictions sooner rather than later. Unlike other countries, the US's inclusion on the EU's safe travel list was not subject to reciprocity, meaning they can enjoy the one-way travel for the foreseeable future, without worrying about the EU's decision being reversed. Another looming question of reciprocity is about what kind of documentation travelers will need to prove their COVID-19 vaccination and testing status when they enter EU countries. Starting the 1st of July, EU citizens and residents are scheduled to have an EU digital COVID certificate, which will indicate whether they are vaccinated, have a negative PCR result, or have recently recovered from the coronavirus. This digital verification system is designed to be interoperable throughout the bloc and allow for easier multi-destination travel. On the other hand, the United States has no standardized vaccination or testing documentation that can automatically be recognized by EU authorities. This is for us a very important question mark, said Eduardo Santander, the executive director of the European Travel Commission, which represents national tourism organizations. We have done a lot of mistakes in the last 2 years, and we cannot have another wave, or something horrific again, happening in the course of the summer, because that will be the end of the travel and tourism industry. What are your thoughts on this issue? Are you affected by the US rule not to allow European travelers? Talk to us in the comments section below. If you have plans to travel, check out the deals we have found in the description box below. If you need assistance with a visa to Europe, the UK, or the US, including help with securing your travel arrangements, IAM can help. For visa advice, contact your IAM visa coordinator. If you'd like to get more info on travel, visas, immigration, and citizenship, head over to immigrationandmigration.com for more free content. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for more travel and visa updates.